Kemper Profiler Tones and Talks. Hello, everybody. Welcome back into season 4, and we're looking at episode number 13, the lucky number, the very lucky number. And I guess that's the last show this year. So thank you again, everybody. We've been thanking last time already because we're doing this for 2 years, and that's just amazing. And thanks everybody for being a part of this during 2024, and we will see you on the other side in early 2025 when we are gearing up for the NEM show as well. I will go to the NEM show, and maybe if you guys are around, just try to find us and say hi, of course. By the way, hi to Mr. Thomas Dill. How are you?
I'm fine. Hi, Tom. Great to be back here again.
Yeah, hanging in there. Now in the luckily post-influenza season. I feel so much better. And thank you for everybody else bearing with me, with this cold voice and this, drugged head during the last episodes. But nevertheless, there was a lot of time to try things out with the Kemper Profiler player especially, and the new tremolos. Here's something I met with Kale. Some of you might know him already because he did some Legends tribute playthrough videos, and now he spent some quality time with the tremolos, and I just got some stuff from him today, and it's amazing. So this will be out shortly. And today, of course, Mr. Thomas Dill has also used the time in between podcast production to find out new things about switching capabilities with the Profiler player. And as I said, I did as well, but more about that later. More importantly, Thomas. So how did your journey look like?
The journey looked like that. I ordered the Chocolate Plus, and it came yesterday. So I had 1 day with the Chocolate Plus, with the M-VAVE Chocolate Plus, and find out some new stuff, but find also out some different stuff that you can use with the normal chocolate switcher, which is great. And you will see in a few seconds.
That's great to hear.
So we take a look at that one, at the additional features of the Chocolate Plus, and then last one in this episode will be connecting the mission pedal, the Mission EP1KP, with the chocolate. You can use it with the Chocolate Plus and the chocolate, and the Profiler player. How to use that, because there was a request how to adjust everything that you can use this mission pedal with the toe switch. So, that's what we are looking for in this episode.
Okay, cool. And then I try to show you an image if it's working. So look here. These are my bike shoes for this season of the year. So I thought I just keep them because they are extra ridiculous, I think, but they still work with the chocolate, and also with this one very, very, very conveniently. I just got it yesterday. The small Volume X Mini by Dunlop, and I must say it's quite expensive, I must admit, but the quality and the way it works it's just amazing. And I use it for that the clean stuff, reducing the volume, input volume at the heel position, and the full signal go through on the toe position. And there was one request in some of the user forums about how to make the player safe from beer spill. And that's basically the most elegant, I think, solution for this. Just take this USB cable. I have a long 5-meter USB cable, and then keep the player at the side. Then it's safe. And this is here in the beer spill. All this is in the beer spill area, and that's not so critical, because this should be pretty waterproof. And you know, Coca-Cola or Pepsi-Cola or whatever cola proof, I guess. So that's one thing. The other trick is, I know it from the tech, from one of the biggest bands in the world. He's using shower curtains.
Oh,
And there are these plastic ones, these vinyl ones. They are pretty
yes.
stiff, but they are really, really soft ones
Okay.
also, which are basically white. But if you're, oh, we're getting into weird territory here. So if you put your hand next to it, you can see through. And if you put it quite tightly over your board, it's
See everything.
it's wet, safe, and you can see enough, at least, to be on the safe side. Just two suggestions, and yeah, looking forward to see these solutions out there in the wild. Okay, so yeah, so much regarding this, and yeah, thanks to Dunlop and thanks to Lutz for the pedal, to check it out. It's just amazing, so small, love it. Yeah, all right. So the chocolate M-VAVE Plus. So let's start with this.
Yes.
I got the chocolate M-VAVE and I didn't know better. There was even the stuff with the wireless MIDI and things like this. I was a little bit confused. I'm not as much confused anymore, but still a little bit, but that's another subject. And so there's the chocolate Plus. So what's the difference?
The difference at first is it has a 3 numbers display. So you can see it here. Wait a minute. Here we go. And so now it looks as it looks. So you have numbers when you're switching, which is kind of great when you use the first mode, the program change A mode. Then you have all your numbers up to 127. Yeah, yes, 127. There are
Oh,
different modes. You have an pedal connector with a mini jack, which can also used by TRS MIDI, but you can also use the expression pedal. And I thought you can also use the combo switches for bank up and bank down, E and F, but I couldn't figure it out how to work it that right. In this one day I was playing with that, but I figured out some other stuff that you can also do with the normal M-VAVE chocolate, and I think with that you're done. So done with all the switches. But starting with the first mode, so I will show you my different concepts of switching with the M-VAVE chocolate and chocolate plus. So the great benefit of the plus is when you don't like to program anything and you take the program change mode, you have much more rigs that you can switch. So in the normal chocolate, you have 32 rigs in program change A mode, and here you have 128. So it's, I think for the most guitar players, that should be enough. So let's take a look at my first setup. I will show you the keynote. So here we are. This is the 4-channel setup. as I said last time, with effect switching. So we have up to 128 rigs. If you have player at level 1 and level 2, you only need 50, so you're really done with that one, with that mode. The preset numbers I showed you are shown in the M-VAVE display in 3 digits, so 000 up to 049 when you're using the player with 50 rigs. There's no need for programming. And effects button 1 to 4 can use with the profiler switches. And I'm using tap, tempo, and tuner with the profiler switch 3. So this is how it looks like. Switch A is number 0, then number 1, number 2, and number 3. So they are switching rig 1, 1, shown in the rig manager, then bank 1, rig 2 or slot 2, slot 3, bank 1, and slot 4. And then we have bank down with the combo switches. This is pre-programmed from M-VAVE, so this is the thing that you can use also with the M-VAVE chocolate, the normal chocolate, and bank up. With the profiler, I do effect button 1, effect button 2, and then tap and tuner. With the combo switch, effect button 4 and effect button 3 and effect button 4 with the other combo switch. When you switch to bank up from the first rigs, you get these ones. So you get 4, which is bank 1, 5, and 5 is 2, 1. So you need to think about that, but it's just the 4 system on the switcher. And if you have some songs, then you can just note okay, this is 007 for my lead sound and 6 for the rhythm sound of Highway to Hell, for example. So how to set it up? This is a screenshot of the CubeSuite app, which comes with which you can download for free with from your app store. And this is the screen, the main screen. So we have choose program change A. And when you're using the player in level 1 and 2, you should take maximum group count at 51. So that means you have up to 51 presets. No, it's 52 presets. Sorry, it's 000 is already one. And 2 are not used then, but you don't switch to some presets that are not assigned. And if you use level 3, then you can use the maximum, so it's up to 127. That means 128 rigs. This is the only thing that you should think about and should set in this section. So on the player, we should do this. So let's go to the rig manager. Where it is. Rig manager is gone. No. Rig manager is here. So first of all, in the system menu, foot switch 1 should be used for effect button 1. Foot switch 2, effect button 2. Then we have tap tuner, the combo switch, effect button 3, and effect button 4. So taking the first rig, I'm pressing the first switch on the profiler, the wah effect is turned on. Oh, by the way, the effect switches are assigned here in the rig menu. It's module A on off, module B on off, module delay on off, and module reverb on off. So this is something that you need to assign if you have assign nothing, so then the switch doesn't work, and it doesn't show the colored LED for the effect. So this is bar on off, green screen on off, then I press 1 and 2, the delay is going on and off, and I can turn on and off the reverb. With switch number 3, you see here the tempo. So I press it. Now I can adjust the tempo with the switch. And the next thing, when I press and hold the switch, this happens. The tuner is turned on, and I can tune my guitar. You can see it. My guitar is out of tune. I will tune it later. And something new here.
By the way, indeed.
By the way,
The tuner. Yay.
the tuner in the rig manager is with the release 12, this one here. I think the newest release.
3.8. 3.8.
Okay,
something.
3.8 something, yes. So this is great to have for recording, that you have the tuner on your display, and you can turn the tuner on by Command T on your keyboard.
Okay.
So now
Thank you.
it's turned on by the pedal, and if I don't like to have the display, I press Command T and it's gone. Pressing Command T again, it's there.
So why does it show the notes on your screen and not on mine?
I don't know.
It says C, you
Yes.
know, there, and it was
See,
doing
very out of tune.
yeah, G and stuff like that. So it doesn't do on mine. I have to investigate. Anyways, please,
Okay.
please go on. I just
Yeah,
realized.
Okay. So this is it. Now let's take a look at the switcher. No. Too much switches here. Here is the player, and now it's looking fine. So this is rig number 1, rig number 2, rig number 3, and so on. Then with that one, bank up, and 4. This is then 5, 1. Oh,
okay.
1, 5. So it switches through all the rigs.
I see. Okay, cool.
And here, going back to 1, so here you see the wah pedal turning on. You don't see for the others,
Sure.
for the combo switches, but you can turn them on and off. And here is the tap tempo, and now pressing and holding, activating the tuner. So this is the easiest solution for all that. And just for the people who don't want to program and don't want to get mad with those MIDI commands, but with the plus is you have the benefit that you have up to 128 rigs that you can switch in that mode. So if you like to use that, if you're a lazy programmer, so then the plus should be the better one for you. And other stuff is similar to the normal, and this leads me to the next setup. So this is then setup number 2, which is quite fine. So here we are, and we are going to setup number 2. This is on the Player Plus. It's called the Advanced Custom Mode 1. This is the normal Advanced Custom Mode at the normal player. And we can switch 5 slots, bank change, and 4 effect buttons. And it's great. So it needs some programming. You can do the complete rig switching. So for example, if you have the level 3 profiler, you can switch all the rigs because you have the slots and you can switch banks. We have effect switching for all 4 effect buttons. And this is how it looks like. So slot 1 with A, slot 2 with B, slot 3 and 4 with C and D. Then slot 5 with the number 1. And here we have then effect button 1, effect button 2, with the combo again, effect button 3 and effect button 4. The bank switching is created by the M-VAVE chocolate with a long press on switch A and a long press on switch D. It's just, you can use also switch B and A and B. You can also program some other stuff, and yeah, it's kind of different. And I integrated now the things that you found out, how to get this rig morph switch with the switches A, B to D. And this is really great, and I have that shown here. So, starting advanced custom mode 1 this is how it looks like. You can do assignments for A, B, C, and D switches. Here are the assignments for the expression pedal. I come to that in a second. And when you press on switch A and you want to do those combination switching, so that means it should switch slot 1 with a short press, and with a long press it should go for bank down. So you need another mode. This mode is called short thread and long thread. And you get 2 banks, bank A and bank B. So A bank and B bank. For the A bank, this is the short press. I programmed CC50-1 and CC50-0. This is the thing that you found out to get this rig button morphing. One command with 1 and one command with 0. And then it goes back and forth. In my last version, it just goes from the bass sound to the morph sound, but didn't go back. So this is the one that you should program. Normally, when you press on A, there's just one command. If you need the second command, just press plus. You get the second command, and then you can adjust this command. And this is when you press on this field here, you get this screen. So you can, this is the one for the first one, CC51, channel 1, MIDI channel, then take CC, control change or continuous controller. Then 50, this is the MIDI CC number for slot 1. And then data 1 should be, data 2 should be 1, which means it's turned on, and data 2 should be on the second command, CC number 50, and then 0. So this is
that 0 then turns the controller 50 off.
Yes. This is very important to have that. Okay, the next one, the B bank. This is the one for the long press. And there we should have CC number 49, which is bank down, the command for bank down, and number 1. You can choose number 1 or 0. 0 is just for when you long press, you go only to the next bank. But with the command 1, you can scroll down to the banks. And it's very slowly, so it's great to have that. I recommend to use the 1, just in case. So this is then here, the next, if you press on this field here, you get this screen, and you have CC number 49, and data 2 should be 1. don't forget to save that.
And this means if I stay on, if I keep treading, it will go bang down, bang down, bang down,
Yes,
bang
I
down.
will show you in a
Okay,
second.
cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no
cool.
problem. So then for the switches B and C, you only need the single step mode with 2 commands. So 51 is slot 2, and then 1 and 51 0 for turning that one off. So you don't need the next bank or anything for the long-term switching. Here's how it looks like. And just to sum up the commands, it's kind of difficult. So switch A needs a short thread, long thread mode in the M-VAVE chocolate with the commands CC50-1 and CC50-0. And for the long thread, bank B is that CC49-1. Switch B, single step command, the mode, and then 51-1 and 51-0. Switch C, 52-1, 52-0, and again a single step. And for the switch D, we have 53, which is the command for slot 4, and 53-0. And then we have 48, which is the command for next bank. And also the one for scrolling down. And the mode is short thread, long thread. So now let's take a look at the profiler player and the switcher. First of all, I need to change here to my advanced custom mode. And here's the player. So we have slot 1, slot 2, you see it here, slot 3, slot 4. And, oh, going back to the rig manager. We need to program our switches. So foot switch 1 is slot 5. Foot switch 2 is effect button 1. Then effect button 2, effect button 3, and effect button 4. So, okay, now checking slot 1, slot 2, slot 3, slot 4. Pressing player switch 1 should be slot 5, okay. Effect button 1 is in that case the booster, fine. Let's go back to rig 1, there we have effect button 2, yeah. So 1 would be the wah-wah, the green screen. And now it should be turning on the 2-tap delay, yes. And now the reverb is turned off with effect button 4. Okay, pressing the M-VAVE chocolate switch A again turns on the morph morph mode, the morph sound. So and
It
pressing
morphs.
it morphs. Pressing it again, it's going back. So this is the thing that I didn't work out last time, and now the problem is solved. Now, pressing the A switch long, which I'm doing now, does nothing. Now it's, oh yes, A switch
yeah.
is switching rig down,
Okay.
and here it's gone. Now it should be stopping. Wait, pressing long, next rig. And you need to stop that.
How do you stop it? By kicking it again, or?
I'm trying.
Okay.
It's the same thing. Last time when I tested it, it worked. So pressing long and pressing it again, no. So I think
So maybe you have to put a command 0
another
next to
command.
it
Yes.
to stop it, just like the slot select that you have to
Yes.
reset the command, and then after the next long thread, while it's on there, it's doing the
It's
thing,
it's
because
a great idea. I try to do that. Wait a minute.
it might not help, but I just wondered.
Yes, I'm doing the 49.0. Here we are, data, and 49.0, save. And I will do that on D2, pbank. I can show you that.
Yeah.
It's with a light. It's
Yeah,
not
it's fine. It's fine. We can get the idea. Yeah,
so,
it's cool.
but I can see it.
Don't bother. We get it.
Yeah,
You
okay, so
just
we are here, bank B, and then you need the second command,
right.
put plus, go to CC, then to 48, and then 0, and save it. Okay, going back. Now let's try it.
Yeah. And at this moment, I wonder because all the people who create products for our realm of living uh, are supposedly nerds, but none ever sort of came up with the command 42 that sorts out everything. 42 is the answer to
Yes, to everything.
the question regarding anything that was and is and will ever be. But hey, yeah. So,
With
so
that
what does it
command,
do? Yeah.
it does something.
Okay. What does it do?
Just one switch back. Wait a minute, I can show you. So we are here. I'm pressing switch A and holding the switch, and this happens. And I'm holding and holding and holding it. It doesn't go further. So I need to press again and hold it again to get to the next bank. But this is, in that case,
May
definitely the better solution.
I would say so too, because because you don't see anything except for maybe the numbers changing on your
Yeah.
on the plus device. You would have to, yeah, what would you have to? You would have to watch the colors change on the unit to find out where you are.
Yeah.
And so this one's much better, because
Yes.
then you see, okay. Because after a while, I think you will get a feel for the numbers. That if you go up to 42, if we stay with 42, that it would be the I don't know, the fifth bank. No, the 10th. No, the ninth bank, slot 2, not, because it counts differently. But you know what I mean.
Yes.
You will get a feel for this,
And
where your stuff is, right?
it's a typical guitar player. So when I tested 1 hour ago, it stopped. But
Ah,
I don't
okay.
know. But I don't know why it doesn't stop now, because it's we are filming. Okay, so you can try that out with 1 and try that out with 0. You might get something and a solution. But it's great to have this bank change within the M-VAVE. So it's for you great, because you can do bank changes with the player back in the office,
Yeah.
in the beer
Well,
spilling free zone.
yeah. Well, that was for this guy who was asking the question, because
Yeah.
I don't think that I will ever again play in a danger area, which is a beer spilling zone. But who knows?
You never know.
You never know. But the other thing is, I just use, effectively, I found out, I just use two slots per show, plus the little controller pedal. And so far, my tests were very, very successful, and it worked nicely. So I'm going to see. I'm just preparing some stuff. And by the way, I found a new, this was always a very annoying thing. I found a new backing track program, which is really amazing. But I don't want to interrupt here. Have we covered everything you
No.
wanted to bring across? That's why. So let's talk about that later. So please go on. I don't want
So
to hijack
now
this.
we fixed all the switching stuff. And the next question was how to connect the mission pedal, the Kemper mission pedal. I would say EP1KP is the correct name. And yeah, let's go to that. So you can do this, what I showed with the long switch, short switch. You can do this with both chocolate switches. So it doesn't depend on the plus. It's
Okay, cool.
with both. So you have these switching functions, this long switch function. In the advanced custom mode, you get this in the mode screen.
Okay.
Okay, so going back to the keynote. Here we are, and here is the mission pedal. I just connected that to the Chocolate Plus, so yeah, you can do that with the normal too. So this pedal is, or I like to control wah and volume with the expression function. I like to switch on the wah effect with the toe switch, which is under the rocker. And this is how it is connected. So I have player and the M-VAVE. And the expression function is connected to the pedal input of the M-VAVE chocolate to control expression pedal, wah and volume, and to have tuner at volume 0. Then the other output of the mission is connected to the profiler player, to the pedal input, and using the mono switch. So you see the downside of the mission pedal, that it has output 1 and output 2. Output 1 is the expression pedal, and output 2 is for the toe switch, so connected to the profiler player pedal input. And on the Chocolate Plus app or the CubeSuit app, we can do some settings. We need to do some settings. So there are the two buttons for the expression pedal here with the arrows. So you can use, as I said in the beginning, you can have TRS, MIDI, and expression pedal on those pedal input with mini jack. And you need, of course, to choose expression pedal. Tap on that field here, and expression pedal is white lighted. And then the expression pedal mode is on. But this
Stop.
yes, yes, please.
So no, show again the screen, please. So this means you can connect two expression pedals to the.
No, just one. Either or. Just.
Why?
It's just one single input.
Oh, it has the single input. No, the one input on the plus is a mini jack.
This is a mini jack, yes.
And with the regular one, it's a
normal jack.
Normal jack, quarter-inch
jack. And the normal
jack
has only expression pedal.
Yeah, I
And
thought
this,
this. I thought this one was additional. So no,
no,
okay.
no, no, no additional. It's just a mini jack instead of a normal jack. And you can choose between TRS MIDI or expression pedal. And when you have the plus, I have set it to polarity reversal, so reverse polarity. I will show you in the next screen why. So going back to the main screen, so then press on that button here, which are the settings for the expression pedal. And then I've assigned CC1, which is the command for the wah pedal, and 0 to 127. So this is how it looks like. Data 1, the CC number 1, then loose value. So this is the 0, the heel position. And then the toes position, step on value 127. If you don't have checked this reverse polarity, you need to change this. You need to have loose value at 127. But for me, it's step on is toe position, so maximum at toe position. This is more logical for me to remind, and that's the reason why I use this reverse polarity. So going back to the player, no, we are going to the rig manager. Here we are, and taking this rig, this one, yes. So I have the mission pedal at my feet, and now I'm pressing the toe switch. No. Why does it not work, Tom?
Because it's the ghost in the machine, and
Yes.
the famous. I think this is only existing in Germany. The Vorführ effect.
Yeah, the Vorführ
No,
effect.
no,
No, it's the damaged brain of the guitar player.
no, it's the presentation effect, because just when you want to show something,
Yes.
it's different. It's different, and that's also a physical principle, because we all know that once you look at stuff, you change it. You have an influence on it.
Yes, definitely. So I didn't take the
Assign.
pedal stuff, assign the pedal. So
Okay, that's different.
it's very important to have here the mono switch, and it turns effect module A on and off. This is the wah pedal. And now it should work. It works. So here we are. And the pedal controls the wah. Doesn't control the wah.
It doesn't.
Doesn't.
Did you?
It controls the wah.
It controls the wall.
Yeah, the pedal got out of the socket.
So it was an old
Orphan
school
effect, number 2.
It was an old school cable situation.
Yes,
yeah,
yes,
yeah,
yes.
yeah.
So now we have the wah here. And what was the thing I would like to show you? Turning it off. The next thing was I'd like to control the volume when the wah is not activated. So you need to take this one here, wah to volume. And now I have a wah, a volume pedal, turning the wah on. We have the wah.
Brilliant.
And turning it off. So this is the combination, I think the only combination where you can use the the tuner. Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that. So when you're at heel,
I'm at heel position, and then the tuner turns on,
yeah, yeah.
and
And it's showing the notes. It doesn't do it at my place. But just go on.
yes,
Ignore me.
yes, yes.
Ignore me.
You need to check this box here. Tuner at 0. If you don't, the tuner is not going on. Now I'm at the heel position. Nothing happens. If it's tuner at 0, I'm at the heel position. The tuner is turning on. So this is, yeah, the situation. If you like to use this mission pedal, you need this M-VAVE or another MIDI switcher with an expression pedal connection, and then using the toe switch connected to the profiler player. So now I think I'm done with all the weirdness
So it's not
and
possible.
the effecte.
All right, yeah. So it's not possible to have, you know, the stereo cable, which for the plus you would have to have an adapter cable with a small and big stereo jack
Yes.
cable. That's a little bit annoying.
Yes,
And
yes. I don't really like those mini jacks, especially for pedals. And I definitely recommend not to use. Wait, where is it? This one, this style.
yeah, yeah.
You know, when you have a cable connected to that,
It's always too heavy, and it's,
it's
you know,
definitely too heavy, and it's you know a not expensive pedal with maybe some not expensive connectors, and you might yeah, you can break them with those stuff. So use a really thin cable. I was using, yes, something really small that's not too heavy and not breaking the connector.
yeah. So the best thing is if you have mini jacks, which quite frankly I do like, but only for certain applications. And if you use the there are some from Neutrik. They are angular Winkelstecker.
You can put yourself into the screen.
Oh yeah, okay, you're right. Um, you they are angular. You know,
Yes.
the small ones from Neutrik. They are very sturdy, and they are then pretty safe because they don't even take a lot of space. So if somebody hits or so, they are pretty well covered. And then always use a little cable with maybe a jack adapter or so,
Yes.
or even better, just make a cable,
Yeah.
because that's much safer. Because the bigger jack plugs on these little adapter things, it's always too heavy.
Yeah.
And then a guitar cable, which is quite heavy. That's
With this
yeah.
Neutrik.
These don't go well
Yeah.
with each other. So yeah, okay. So but yeah, okay. So you need an adapter cable. But anyways,
So for me,
it works. No,
conclusion.
there's one thing because I was wondering if you have that MIDI, this combined MIDI expression pedal socket on the M-VAVE Plus. I thought that maybe there's I don't know, some digital shenanigans, wonder stuff going on, that you could pick up the switch information as well from that one. But I think the switch is disconnected from the other stuff, because that's why the switch is routed to the second output of the
Yes.
mission pedal.
Yeah.
So most probably that's why that's not possible. Okay.
So for me, as a conclusion, which is the best one, the plus or the normal one? So if you're using a profiler player at level 1 and 2 with 50 rigs, and you don't like to program, the plus is the better one because it has these switching control change number 1, and you're done. You can switch all your rigs and you're fine. And the rigs are shown in the display. If you're using or you like to switch the slots and the banks, for example, for level 3, if you want to have all the banks, I think it's totally equal. And in that case, I would prefer the normal one with the jack input for the expression pedal. You can also use the mission pedal with that, and it's easier and more solid for me. But anyways, the Chocolate Plus does also work in that case. But what I thought that you can program E and F functions, so the combo functions on the Chocolate Plus. This is I didn't found out how to program that, but I think it's not. You can't do that. There's an advanced mode too, but it just flips banks, and if you press on switch E in advanced mode 2, it doesn't switch the banks on the profiler player. There is another MIDI command going on there and you can't change it. So, but with this long press switching, it works really fine. And you can do another stuff. You can, let's say, A and D for bank up and bank down, using the C for turning on the tuner with a long press. Some stuff. So you need to check out what you definitely need for your rigs and for your switching system, and you can go with that Chocolate mini switcher. It's fine.
I just tried to find the plus in the rainforest, and I found it, and I found that it doesn't look so much different.
No.
So you need to really watch out, and basically it's the same price.
Yes. It's crazy.
That's
Totally
pretty
crazy.
weird.
The difference is only, wait, I can hold them into the camera. So here are both. Oh,
Yeah. Wait.
as you can see nothing.
Let's see.
So this is the normal one. The normal one has normal jack input and just one USB-C output. This is the switch here for switching it on. And it has this 2 numbers display, 1A and all that stuff. So when you're using, as I said before, the simple mode, it's better with that one because it has 3 numbers, and you can you can see all the numbers, and it has a USB-C port and a USB-A port. But this is you can use that for switching other stuff. I saw some people switching the whole tone stuff and all that. With the player, I'm using the USB-C because the player also has the USB-A. So the cable goes from USB-C to USB-A, and it's powered by this USB-C port. So I don't need to think about losing power with that.
Might it be possible to daisy chain them with this USB-A port with the same kind of cable that goes from the player to the thing, and then from the thing to another thing, so that you would have 8 switches and 2 expression
I
pedals.
take another day.
Yeah.
It was just this day.
So there's stuff to be excited for, maybe or maybe not. It's just like
Yeah, I give you the small finger, and you.
yeah. It's this famous philosopher from the
Yeah,
80s
yeah.
said once, "That's the trouble with love and the trouble with war. You never get what you came for." David Lee Roth.
Yes, yes.
So we'll see if we get what we came for then, and it's pretty interesting. So people, you have the choice, and as I was so excited about my little, let's show it again because I like it so much, you know, the small expression pedal, because now it still fits nicely into any guitar case. You know, it's a full rig. It's a full profiler. Effing hell. And that's just amazing. It's not. I mean, there are other small things out there, of course, but this is a full profiler, and the tone and what you can do with it, and the effects and stuff like that, the reverbs, and it's just amazing. And it's a great time to be alive, at least in this regard, and also at this place, as this is the last show in 2024, I guess. A huge thank you to all the technology companies who make so many things possible, like you know, the Kemper stuff with the guitar tone. It's small and convenient, and you know, the rig manager to organize all that stuff. The guys with OBS who empower us to do this video stuff, and the Zoom stuff to do this remotely in hi-fi audio, in stereo. All these things, these are really great and make a difference, because we can share and create some things about information and stuff like that. And you can communicate with us. So if you have some questions or some tips with the Chocolate or the Chocolate Plus, let Thomas know if all these things I'm asking for are possible. You know, because I'm already happy. The only thing that would be cool for me if I would have the 5th slot directly on that pedal.
Yes.
But just to be honest, I don't really need it. It's just because you know, this OCD part of me, because there are 5 slots and there are 4, and this is a mismatch. And sometimes I think of myself, maybe I'm in the spectrum as well, because these things annoy me. But anyways, I will try this at home a little bit further. And there's this amazing app. I found out it's called Stage Tracks, and I know a lot of people use Band Helper, for example, if you're playing in a cover band, or of course for your own stuff as well, to, you know, get some info about the basic chords, or how the next song starts, and the lyrics and things like this. And these things do MIDI as well, so it's also cool to either switch from here, the band helper stuff, that switches then your guitar tones as well, and stuff like that. That's also pretty amazing. And Stage Tracks that I just found, haven't looked at it for quite a while. It's just amazing, because it works on Mac, on iPhone, and on iPad, and it does cloud sync. So wherever you are, if you do some edits, you know, fixing some lyrics or whatever, it already it immediately sorts it out on all the devices, and that's pretty amazing as well. And the sound quality is great, and you can even do, detuning of your backing tracks, which sounds fine, and every track has its own EQ and its own volume. So stuff I was struggling with in the old days when some things were added to the live show from some backing tracks, and that's pretty amazing. So yeah, try this at home, go play, and stir up the neighborhood. All
And
right,
have a great start into 2025,
exactly.
of course.
And see you on the other side. And then I think it's time also for a new season, right? So, okay, so that would be this one, the last of season 4. All right, take care, everybody. Bye bye.
Bye.